Welcome to the Manuchehri Show, where energy and medicine meet. I will be your host for the next hour. I have over 19 years of healthcare experience and began my career as an energy medicine practitioner while working as an oncology nurse at a Seattle area hospital. My skill in moving energy combined with my medical background have been a catalyst for change in many people's lives. I hope the next hour will be transformative for you as well. Good morning and welcome to the Marie Manuchehri Show. We're live here in kind of chilly Seattle, but absolutely, yeah, it is brisk. I had to put salt all over my driveway, my sidewalk yesterday. It's still there, thank goodness.
Hopefully the slugs are very aware.
Oh, no, I you know me, I don't kill slugs.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So they better stay away.
They better stay away,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, the view is gorgeous.
It
though.
was
the
even
mountains.
better
Was
this
it
morning.
really?
Oh,
because
sunrise.
What time did you get here?
A little before 4:30, 4:25.
I mean, I'm sorry, but that just hurts.
Yeah.
I mean, that's when I'm getting up in the middle of the morning to find my way to the bathroom to get back to bed. And you're already here.
I already told you I can give you like a wake-up call. Like,
I know. I've had menopause gives you lots of wake-up calls. I'm
can't help
out
you
of
there.
menopause, so yeah, you don't need any wake-up calls when you go through that. Yeah. So welcome to the show, everyone. The lines are already busy, so we'll get to our callers as soon as we
all over
can.
the areas.
It's lovely, but we have two in Texas.
Yeah, right?
I love that. Texas
Woo!
people are all excited.
We're working our way south.
So, a bunch of people are going to throw in their hat into the ring for the presidential election in 2020.
You too?
No,
Oh.
right, no. Of course not. No, of course
I'm
not.
like, you have a little bit on your plate right now. I don't know if you could throw that in there.
I think someone who actually has political...
You do?
No, I don't.
Come on.
No, I'm talking about people who are attorneys and congressmen and senators. I think those people should be running for office, not people who don't have experience, obviously.
All right.
Yeah. You are so cute. So do you have someone that you hope runs for office?
Well, my nomination for you has now been crushed, so I'll figure something else out, I guess.
Well, yeah, you definitely need a backup plan because that's, yeah. Mhm.
There's other names being thrown in the hat,
Yeah.
even from the local area, too.
Really?
Jay Inslee, I think.
Oh, is
might have
he?
tossed in. I know, I see that look, but it's like, I think it was just kind of like maybe a rumorville thing.
Right, probably. I would love for Camilla, if I'm saying her name correctly, Harris. She's a U.S. Senator from California.
Oh, okay.
I would love it if she decided to run for office, for president. I believe she is going to, actually. She's going to make a decision right after the holidays. And I hope I don't butcher this name too poorly, but the gentleman who was running for senator, I did send money to his campaign. Unfortunately, all the people I sent money to their campaign, none of them won their races. It was so sad.
Did you get a receipt, though? Once you get a receipt.
Yeah.
You write that off?
I can't remember. We'll have
If
to
you
ask
can,
my
if it's
accountant. I can't remember. Yeah. So, but I save all my receipts.
Is Lisa the accountant, too?
No.
She does so much. I'm just curious. Like,
No,
drop it in there as another thing to add to the
that,
list.
you're so cute. No. So yeah, O'Rourke? O'Rourke?
Your
I can't
guess
even
is as
say
good
his
as
name
mine.
very well. I know Lisa can say it. Beto.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
from Texas.
Yeah.
I think he should be Kamala Harris's running mate. That's what I think. I think he should be the vice president.
Yeah.
She should be the president.
Beto? Is it Beto or Beto?
Beto.
Beto O'Rourke.
Yeah.
Yep,
Love it.
there we
Good.
go.
Thank you,
Woo.
Penny, for
All right.
helping me with my
Show's done.
tongue-tied.
Go home, people.
And vote for those guys
Yeah,
if they
right?
throw their hats in the ring.
No, he's been trending.
He's lovely.
He's been trending.
He's young. He's progressive. And then Camilla's a little bit, I mean, she's obviously a Democrat, but she's also, someone has walked the aisles and has learned how to shake hands with everyone, which
I wonder
I
if we have some
appreciate.
lobbyists from Texas for Beto right there, from Michelle and Anna.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not the screen.
Oh,
Like,
really?
I wonder if they're gonna.
Oh.
Say, I'm just throwing it out there. You never know.
Okay, because we have Texas people
Right,
waiting.
right.
Okay, I think we should get to the phone lines because I'm getting off track here. Yeah, let's go ahead and go to the phone lines.
Okay.
All
If you're
right.
just tuning in, it's the Marie Manuchehri Show. If you'd like to join us, 877-825-8828 is the number. And, of course, the lines are full at the moment, but once we, chat with someone, they drop off and let them go.
Yeah,
There's
so
a line
keep
open.
trying.
Yes,
Keep
yes,
trying.
yes. So we will start with Michelle calling in from Texas. Migraines looks like seem to be an issue. So, hi, Michelle.
Hi, how are you guys this morning?
We're lovely. Thank you for asking. What can I do for you?
Well, I've had an issue with migraines on and off for like 20 years since I started going through menopause, and I have tried everything I can think of to get rid of them, and they still plague me, and I'm wondering if you can help me out here.
Yeah, I will do my very, very best. So you didn't get the migraines until you entered menopause, is what you're saying.
Well, I think it was early onset.
Uh-huh.
I got them just before, maybe 3 years before I actually started
Uh-huh.
menopause.
Which means you're right. Probably your numbers were dropping, but you just didn't have symptoms yet, right? Things of that nature.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't know if you know my theory, my energy medicine awareness and theory about migraines. Do you know what mine is?
No, I don't.
Okay. Is this your first time calling into the show?
It is.
Well, thank you very much. It's all about your intuition. So, people who get migraines are first and foremost highly intuitive people. I want you to write that down because one of the things I'm noticing as I'm reading your energy is you don't always take compliments well and you don't see yourself in the light of your true essence. And as you may not know, you can disagree with anything I say, by the way.
Oh,
Um,
no, I totally agree with you.
yeah. So,
No
so,
problem.
so write this down. People who have migraines suffer, from migraine headaches are highly, highly intuitive people. So that means you're off the charts, off the chart intuitive. That also means because people who are highly intuitive, they need their intuition. It's like someone who's really good at playing music or has a beautiful voice or is a master gardener. Those people, if they had never discovered those things about themselves, would have a limited aspect of who they are, and they would also have a limited understanding of the joy that they could experience and establish in the world, right?
Yes.
Okay, so when you're highly intuitive, not being connected to it and not using it, which you are not, in my opinion, and you can disagree with me, maybe 10 to 15% are you using of the vast intuition that you have naturally. So you're erasing a huge part of your life, your way to perceive, your way to understand, your way to communicate, connect, to know. And people who are highly intuitive, they need their intuition to help them to move forward in life. They don't do well without it. Just like someone who's, like I said earlier, a beautiful musician, they need that outlet so that they can calm themselves down. Their soul needs that music to vibrate in their body on a regular basis. So, my dear, you need to work on. Yeah. So when I scanned your energy, your second chakra has a leak. I don't see a leak in any other vortex. Obviously, I'm doing a quick scan here on the radio, but I don't see any other leaks, which is great. And the second chakra is all about joy and happiness. And you are an internal control freak. You know what I mean by that?
Yes,
Okay. So,
I do.
right. Yeah, I understand. I can be internally controlling. I get it. So you have to learn to stop being controlling. You need to go jump rope, play hopscotch, watercolor paint, whatever. You know what I mean? Go be free, go be silly, go have fun, be playful. Start to find out what brings you authentic joy, because that's what's going to help you to have the awareness that you need about your psychic and intuitive abilities. The word psychic and intuitive are the very same thing. To some people, they mean different things, but they're the same thing. And maybe start reading some books, start meditating, start using a what if question. What if I'm crazy intuitive? And if you don't like the word crazy, use something else. But
Less
That
normal.
sounds fun.
Less normal
yeah,
is okay.
it's going to be less normal. Yeah.
Yeah, less normal.
I think being intuitive is normal, actually. That's just my personal.
For the outlying people listening.
I think for everyone, it's normal.
Okay.
That's just
All
my
right.
feeling.
Okay.
So what do you think about that?
So I think you're right on. I mean, I do realize that I am intuitive and psychic, and for the last year I've been I've been meditating on and off all my life, but for the last year pretty steadily, and I have stepped into the world of mediumship, and I realized that I'm a medium. I didn't know that I could do that.
Mm-hmm. So, as an intuitive myself for a long time, and mostly because my career took off super quick, I found out I was an intuitive, and although this is not an accurate depiction of what occurred, people started knocking on my door and wanted energy work, and I didn't even know what I was doing. I hadn't even taken a Reiki workshop. People were laying on my couch. So I didn't have a lot of time to, and most of the people who I saw were sick, very ill, right? So I focused on the people I was seeing and the people I was caring for, and I didn't focus on intuition in my personal life. It took me a long time to get to that space where and I'm still working on it. I'll work on intuition my entire life because I love it and I think it's amazing and fascinating. But that's still where my challenge is, right? Is that that my personal life.
That is a challenge for me,
Right.
being intuitive in my own life, because in my own life I feel really blocked.
Right. So
Like
that
I'm not moving
but you're
forward.
not blocked, but you have to start practicing your intuition. You know how to do it with others. You're learning that technique. Just because you have it with others doesn't mean you don't have it with yourself. You just have to start utilizing it. Does that make sense?
Yes, if I can
So
if I
here's your
can just
homework assignment. This
figure it
is
out.
okay. Well, I'm going to give you a homework assignment, and then we'll jump on to next Texas because I'm spending a little too much time here. I want you to start.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I want you to start resting in your second chakra. This is hugely important because that's where the joy is and the passion and our emotional body, which is actually in the aura. It's outside of our physical form. When you rest in your abdominal area or somehow get out of your brain significantly, stop thinking, you immediately start to connect to your emotional body. And that's where authentic intuition lies. So you know how to do that when you're with others. The next time you're in your car and you're about to go to the grocery store, and this is a very simple, kind of boring way to look at intuition. I want you to rest in your second chakra. First, ask yourself, what am I feeling? You probably won't know for a while, but I still want you to ask that question every single time. And then I want you to ask, and you're asking your insight or the universe, consciousness, please express to me whichever grocery store is in my highest good. And you're very visual. And you're a clairvoyant, so you're going to probably see a storefront, and it wasn't the store that you already were planning to go to. It's going to be different. Intuition is always surprising. It's not what you think, and that's going to help you to start to feel when you are authentically in your intuition for yourself. And when you get to that grocery store that you were not planning to go to, you're going to know why it was the best store for you to visit that day. Okay? Baby
Thank
steps.
you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Marie.
Have a great day in Texas. Oh, and start taking maca root as well.
Maca root.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go investigate
Thank
it.
you.
Be good for your hormones. Okay.
Cool. Thanks, Michelle, for joining us. 877-825-8828. We will stay down in the Texas area because we have now Anna, or is it Anna? Which one is it?
Hi.
Hi. Is it Anna or Anna?
Anna.
Hi, Anna. Thanks for
Anna.
joining us. Sorry about that. Just want to make sure I got it right.
Hi,
Okay,
Anna.
thank you.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, so I have a swelling. It's a right iliac lymph node, and it's been there since
Did you say
June.
iliac lymph node?
Iliac, right?
So in your
iliac,
hip?
right?
In your hip
Yes,
area?
in my hip, in the pelvis area.
Uh-huh.
And I've had it since July.
Right.
2 months back, I was in India and I had got it biopsied and I got a diagnosis. Do you want me to get into the medical stuff, or you're intuitive, so you know it
No,
already?
Well, I am intuitive. The first thing I heard is I want you to have it removed.
Okay.
But so
Okay.
now I want you to tell me what the diagnosis was of the biopsy.
Okay. So initially there was a lot of confusion.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, they said it was a metastasis of a uterine sarcoma, for which a hysterectomy, a pan hysterectomy, was done 22 years ago.
Wow. Thank goodness, right? Aren't you glad you had that hysterectomy? So
Yes,
here's the beautiful part. You are so smart. We know this. You are so incredibly intelligent. You are off the charts, bright and intelligent. And you also have a love for holistic medicine, which I do too. It is my roots. I love traditional medicine. A lot of people think modern medicine is traditional, but it's not. It's modern, and it has, flaws like all things do. And it's new. It's still a baby in the world in many ways. But I'm very glad you had that hysterectomy because you had cancer related to your uterine area. And this is a very old metastasis. I mean, it's very interesting when you think about it, right?
2 years. It's a long time.
It's a long time. I really feel that the area is very fresh. In other words, I don't feel like there's growth or expansion from this swelling, as you've called it.
It feels contained.
It
To
does.
me.
It does.
It does. So that's why my question is, can I just go, do juicing and celery and wait for 2-3 months?
I got no. I mean,
Okay.
you could wait 2 months. You could wait 2 months. But if you wait 2 months, here's what I want you to love it. I want you to love it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I talk with it.
Okay, great.
Pat it.
Great.
I ask the node. You've served me, and so what is the lesson?
No,
What
I
do
don't
you
want you to do
me
any of that. I want you to do unconditional love. Unconditional,
Okay,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
So don't be too analytical with it, which is
Okay.
lovely and interesting and kind and all of that and smart,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
just love it, just, oh, God, you are the cutest thing ever.
Mhm.
I just
Okay.
want you to do it, but then I want you to get it removed.
The reason that I'm
Mm-hmm.
also wanting to extend my stay, because I'd have to go back to India to remove it, and
Uh-huh.
I had a citizenship interview.
Ah,
So they would call me for an oath, and then I have to get a passport. So I don't know. I've already once delayed them
yeah.
for the interview because my mom was not well.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm wondering, so at least should I finish the process of the oath and the U.S. passport before I get operated, or just leave all this and go in a
Mm.
month and get operated?
And then you can't have the surgery here?
No, I cannot.
Okay.
No, I
Okay.
don't have family, and I don't have that sort of a great insurance
Sure.
as well.
Of
I
course.
just have the
That's perfectly fine.
catastrophic one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand, and I want you to be around family anyway, right? And they're going to treat you like a princess anyway, and I want you to be spoiled after you have this minor surgery. It's a minor surgery, right?
Well, the surgeon said, which that's what I was not happy with. He said he would want to take a vertical incision on my abdomen, which
Mm.
meant 3 months post-op.
No. How come he
No,
wants to do it that way? I don't really understand.
because that's what even I don't
Because
understand,
this
and
is
I'm not
almost like a lipoma. It's not.
exactly. It's
It's
so superficial,
it
and he wants.
really is superficial. So can you go
So
see a
maybe I
different
should.
surgeon?
I'll have to do that maybe
Yeah,
because I'm not agreeing with him.
I
He's saying
agree. I agree with
take a
you.
vertical incision. He
No.
wants to explore my whole abdomen and remove
No.
other lymph nodes. And I'm thinking, no way. It's so localized. It's so well
Yeah, it's
behaved.
like a lipoma to me when I look at it. So let's get some. So yes, you can obviously,
Wait for a
yeah,
month or two.
yeah, and
Okay.
and talk to another surgeon and get another,
Okay.
at least one more opinion, and because this is something
Okay.
they can always look at later after they've removed it.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Exactly. And even the PET scan did not have anything else around.
Right.
So I
And
thought
PET
it's so
scans
clean
are
cut.
really good
Hmm?
these days. They're phenomenal.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
very appropriate. I know. And I
Yeah.
did have opinions of 2, 3 surgeons,
Uh-huh.
and this one was the least expansive in terms of his surgery.
Well,
So
can't you just tell them what you want?
I'll have to do that. Yes, I'll just have to
Yeah,
say,
this is
yeah,
something we need to train our physicians to recognize that
yeah,
that
yeah. Yes.
human beings to really do know what's in their best interest, and they need to learn to
I mean, I
respect
think
us.
just what I feel is just a
Hmm.
local incision with like a
Right,
simple superficial lymph node removal. That's simple. Don't
I
touch
agree.
anything of that.
And
Okay,
you get to tell them what you want. Just remember that,
okay,
okay? All right.
okay.
Okay, I'm gonna
And in a month or two, I should
yes,
max
please,
2 months.
please. That would be my recommendation, but I trust you to make an excellent choice.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a beautiful day in
You
Texas.
too.
All righty.
Thanks, Anna, so much. 877-825-8828 is the number for the Manuchehri Show. If you'd like to join us, we have some lines open. Let's take our first break, yeah?
Okay.
We'll be right back with more from Marie.
Hi, this is Marie Manuchehri. Join me January 25th and 26th in 2019 at East West Bookshop. Friday night during the 90-minute workshop, I'll be talking about the energy of, money, so that we can all learn that everything is made out of subatomic particles, including your relationship with money. And once you begin to solidify, enjoy, and participate in the vibrational frequency of currency, you will then create a bond that is fulfilling and delicious for you. And then on Saturday, join me as we spend an entire day on creating wealth, the art of creating wealth, where you learn to fall in love with the whole aspect of this relational experience with wealth and your wonderful life. I can't wait for you to join me and learn about love and money and wealth. For more information, you can go to energyintuitive.com or eastwestbookshop.com.
A powerful threat calls for a greater response.
When there's a battle, bring strength.
When there's a problem, seek answers.
When there is doubt,
give hope.
Not tomorrow.
Not in a few years.
But right now.
Some battles must be faced together. Cancer fighters stand up to cancer every day. And you can be part of this battle too.
Visit standuptocancer.org/American Airlines to learn more.
Together, we can save lives.
On Friday, Manson Mitchell welcomed Elena Manis, author of Soul Dog, A Journey into the Spiritual Life of Animals. Do all our pets go to heaven?
On Saturday, Lindsay Paul returns with insights of an indigo child and is ready to take your calls. What's an indigo child? Let's start with that one.
Bringing you fascinating talk since 2007.
We are Manson Mitchell, Friday and Saturday mornings at 10 on Alternative Talk AM 1150.
Alternative Talk 1150. We're on your radio at 1150 AM. We're on your HD radio at 98.9 Channel 3.
So many ways to listen.
We're on the web at 1150kknw.com, streaming live audio and video as well as MP3 archives of many of our shows.
So many ways to listen.
And now, we're on your smartphone or tablet. Download our free app in the Apple App Store or Google Play and take Alternative Talk 1150 anywhere you go.
So many ways to listen.
On the path to good health and well-being? Alternative Talk 1150 is the station for you.
And welcome back to the Marie Manuchehri Show. We're live here in gorgeous, stunning mountain views everywhere, Seattle. And don't move here. Remember that. Don't move here. Our traffic's already pretty bad.
We're full.
We are full. I get a lot of services in Seattle. I'm about, with no traffic now, I think I'm about a half an hour, into certain parts of Seattle. I was so surprised yesterday because I had a hair appointment at like 1:15. And you also have to then pay for parking, which on the east side, you rarely have to pay for parking, and there's like parking spaces everywhere. So, and you have to like parallel park in Seattle, which I'm not very good at. I need like a block.
You need a self-parking vehicle.
I know, and I have cameras galore on my car. It's just very challenging.
Just saying.
So anyway, I finally got a park. I told my hairdresser because I was like 5 minutes late, and it's a very busy salon. So you're lucky you get an appointment when you want it.
There's
so
places
you
like if
can't
you're
be
like
late.
5-10 minutes late.
She's very cool, but I said to her when I walked in, I go, so yeah, I need parking, Karma, really bad.
The car's still waiting to be parked. It's on the middle of the street, but I'm here for my
That would
appointment.
be nice. And of course, it costs $24 to leave your car at some lots for 2 hours in Seattle. It's really pricey.
Yep,
but
well, what happens?
Yeah, I don't know why I said all that, but
you're just notifying people if they're traveling into Seattle to bring a little extra parking cash.
Bring some cash.
That's all you're trying to do.
Figure out that parallel parking gig because you might get 2 hours for $1 or $2 or whatever it is. It's pretty cheap if you can park on the side of the road.
That's perfect.
Okay, who do we have on the phone?
All right, well,
lines?
if you're just tuning in, it's the Marie Manuchehri Show. 877-825-8828 is the number, and we'll take Juliana calling in from Colorado. Hi, Juliana.
Hi, thank you for taking my call.
Of course. Is this your first time calling in?
No, I spoke to you a year ago when I was debating on moving to Colorado, and
Was it helpful, the information?
Oh, very. Mm-hmm.
And so I guess I told you to move to Colorado?
You gave me the courage to do it.
Yay! So, and are you happy that you're there?
I do love it.
Yay!
I moved from California, which is where I'm from, but to Colorado, and this last year has been probably one of the best years in the past 10 years.
I'm so happy and so happy for you. And, the beautiful thing about Colorado for California people, you actually have blue skies and sunshine, year round, which is awesome. It's so gorgeous there. Yeah, I love it.
The energy, I can't explain it. You have to feel it.
Yeah, of course. Everything's about really feeling, right? We could explain things till the cows come home, but everything's about really feeling things. So what can I do for you today?
Absolutely. So we've talked before about I'm a naturopathic doctor and registered nurse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you kind of remember me now. I knew if I said that, you'd remember. So
yeah.
I took a job back in nursing doing psych nursing to just help myself get stabilized here and trying to figure out what would be the next step in building my business. And I started doing intuitive development because that's where I've always been drawn to. So kind of just wanting an overview of what you see where I'm at.
So here's what you need to do. Like, first of all, thank you for being a psych nurse. You know, here's the deal. You are so overly educated for anything you want to do. That's just the reality. You're supposed to be an entrepreneur and create everything that you want for you. You know this, right?
I totally do. Thank you for confirming.
Yes. And so here's your homework assignment. Get happy.
Okay.
You have to get happy. You get too serious. Your brain is like an MD's.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
I know.
you're super off the charts smart, but you overthink and analyze things till the cows come home, which is not healthy for you. You've got to be happy. And you have to train yourself how to be happy. So so everything in the, you know, because we're human beings, right? And we have an ego, and it's in our brain, and the ego is drenched in fear, and it can look at anything in the world and find something dissatisfying about it. It can constantly. So you have to train your mind to then stop that moment, because it's going to happen 9 times out of 10. Your brain is going to go, oh, look at that, and oh, look at that, and look at, right? It's going to do that.
Yeah.
You have to catch yourself. Be very conscious. That's consciousness, is awareness, being aware of where you're going, back and forth, and all of those things. And then find something to be extremely happy about, extremely thrilled about, extremely delightful about. That's what you have to do. Does that make sense?
Okay. Oh, it totally does.
And you have to do this. Go ahead.
Oh, I totally will. Oh,
okay.
For sure.
Okay, so give me an example of how you're going to do this, because I don't really believe you.
I did start finally meditating today, and I was thinking this week, I'm like, what makes me happy? I've been thinking about that because I've just lost so much touch with it, because it's been just work, trying to figure things out.
Yeah, and you can't figure things out. The universe wants to tell you what to do next, wants to inspire you. But if you're going, what, when, how, where, why, the universe goes, we don't communicate that way. The universe doesn't communicate in those timelines events, because the universe isn't about time. Time doesn't even exist. That's a man-made quality. Okay, go ahead. Yes.
Oh, definitely. And that's where I'm learning surrender. But this week I was thinking, I was like, what makes me happy? And I was like, I miss going to yoga. I miss making beaded jewelry. I miss writing.
Great.
So I started actually writing for a teacher here who's an intuitive and a medium. And so
I want you to write for yourself. Stop doing everything for everyone else. And I love everything that you're saying, but guess what? You can't meditate all day long. You can't do yoga all day long. You can't write for other people all day long. This needs to happen in the moment. So like right now, I'm in the studio. I could do the show from home. I'd have to buy some equipment, spend a few $1,000s, and I wouldn't be able to see Benny's lovely face every Thursday morning.
Aww.
Yeah, I wouldn't. But and it's, you know, it could be well, I think we make it within a half an hour here, which is kind of stretching it, you know.
On a really good day.
On a really good day, but that's because I pay the toll, which sometimes is $10 to get in the toll-free lane, right? So,
but it's worth it,
right? But so I could think about all of those things. Like I could make things very different. But I love being in the studio, and when you find joy, it's not an analytical processing thing. It's actually an experience. So even when I'm sitting here, there's a beautiful, this studio is actually really gorgeous. It's in a T-Mobile building. There's other radio stations in here. There's like, how many T-Mobile buildings are there right here?
I think we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at least.
5 buildings. And the view is spectacular. Yeah. But what I love is where I'm sitting, I'm not even looking at the view. Most of the time when I'm doing readings, I'm staring off into a gray wall, which is kind of weird. But I'm looking at all the mics. There's something about my energy when I sit behind a mic that lights my soul on fire. So you have to start paying attention to when your soul gets ignited and you start expanding your energy so that you can hold those moments longer and follow the information that comes after you're in that space. That's what you need to start doing. Joy is an experience, and you're not good at it, in my opinion.
Oh, no, not at all.
Okay.
That's true.
So metal, weird things that have mics attached to them makes me excited, and that's what forced me to have my own radio show.
And someday I actually want to do that too with my own show. I love to talk to people. I love to see energy change in a room. And
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to start sitting with that. Okay.
All right.
And I know we've talked quite a bit. I asked about like my current job, and my goal is this is my mind. Like, okay, stay there for a year.
No, stop
while
it.
You're
just go.
Here's
what I want you to do. Stop thinking about the timelines, and then we will go to our next caller. Stop thinking about the timelines. Start focusing on experiencing joy, period. And then everything will fall into place, okay?
Okay, I'm going to do it.
Okay,
thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, that will do it for Juliana. She's calling from Colorado. Thanks very much, Juliana, for the jingle, 877-825-8828.
What jingle?
Jingle. She gave us a jingle.
She did?
That's what the kids call it when you call someone. They give us a
jingle. Oh, okay, yeah.
Wow, I thought it was from your definite time frame.
It was, but I forgot about that. Yeah.
Lisa even held up.
I know she did. I saw that. I'm like,
I
go, did I miss something? Okay, I know I'm getting older, but did I miss a slang? Cute. What the heck is going on? Yeah.
Well, Becky from Portland's giving us a jingle.
A ring-a-ding-ding.
A ring-a-ding-a-dingy.
Hi, Becky. Hello.
Hi.
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 Hi. What can I do for you?
I am. So I am currently in between jobs, or in between contracts.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, but I've had a lot of time off, and I'm ready for the next one.
And so what do you do in your contractual life? What do you do for work?
The last 3 years, I went to Antarctica.
Ooh.
And now I'm trying to branch out and do something different. And I was, invited to come back this year, and it would be right now, but I decided not to, just to open up something else. But nothing seems to be coming my way. I've been applying for a whole bunch of, different jobs all around the world. And
wow, how fun! How fun! I'm so excited for you. And can you tell us what you do? You don't have to, by the way.
Oh, yeah, sure. I do support work for the scientists. So I don't do any science, but I help them.
Yeah. And so that's why you travel all over the world. You help marine biologists and other, folks who are looking at our environment and taking care of the world, hopefully, right?
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Okay. So here's the reason why nothing's happened yet. First, you do need a break. So just realize that probably nothing's going to happen until the new year. And a lot of companies, too, are also, assessing their budgets and looking at their next year plan. And this is not always the best time to get a job, just FYI. Even though Antarctica is calling and say, hey, you want to come hang out with nobody for another 6 months and freeze your little toes off, you're welcome. We'd love to have you. Right? Yeah. And that's one of the reasons why you're not going back. You got bored, and a little lonely, right? So that's okay. I understand that. But here's what I want you to work on is, money is not your issue, in my opinion, but you worry about it. Would you agree?
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't worry about it. So first of all, it's not your issue. You've always had enough money. Would you also agree with that?
Yes.
Okay. So for everybody who's listening to the show, if you've never had a significant problem or reoccurring problems with a theme in your life, that means it's not your issue. So I always get surprised when people make something their issue when it's never been a problem, and money is the thing for you. So in terms of you put energy into it, trying to make it a problem when it's never been a problem. So that's what I want you to work on in these next 6 weeks or whatnot. I want you to work on recognizing that it's not your problem, it's not an issue, so that you can free your energy about it and then be able to attract more advantageous work scenarios for you where you can meet more people and have more social connections and a little bit more fun, and maybe figure something else that you might want to do in the world as well, perhaps, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
So how are you going to do this, my dear? Do you know?
Will not worry about money. Yeah, how do you turn off that switch about?
Right. Well, first of all, that's great. You're conscious of the fact that your energy goes there, so you literally have to change the subject. As soon as your head goes towards money, then you have to stop and look at flowers or beautiful wall coverings or a Christmas tree or sing a jingle or go find some mistletoe and kiss someone. You have to go do something. You got to, and you're in Portland, which isn't too far. I'm just going to put a little segue into here. I am actually teaching a class on money in January, actually. I'm doing a 90-minute talk, and I called it Money, Money, Money. About the vibration, because money is a frequency, it's a vibration. So you actually know how to maintain the vibration, and you can actually now expand the vibration for yourself because you really don't have any issues about it. So I'm going to talk about that, and then that's on January 25th, and then the 26th, I'm teaching a all-day workshop. Well, it's 11 to 4 about how to create a beautiful relationship with wealth. It's the art of creativity with wealth, because it's normal, to be wealthy.
Is it in Seattle?
It's in Seattle, yeah. So you can just drive on up and hang out with us if you want, but you don't have to. So
yeah.
So first of all, don't let your mind go to. You have to catch yourself every single time and just focus on something unrelated. Start training.
Okay.
You're going to be training your neurotransmitters to stop firing in something that's not even happening for you, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And start training new neurotransmitters to light up about love and joy and happiness and fun. Because we want money to be fun anyway. It should be fun to create wealth. It should be exciting.
Yeah.
And for those people who are listening to the show and have weird issues about, I don't want too much money, fine. You don't have to have too much money, or you can donate it to poor people, whatever you want to do, or send someone to college. Money it's an energy, and we should be able to allow whatever our being wants to have. And the more we have, the more generous we can be, the kinder we can be, the more we can relax, we can travel and take care of other people if we want to, right? Or invent something really phenomenal for the world. So changing your perception about money, okay?
Okay.
That's your homework assignment. And here's your what if question. What if I fell in love with money? Because it's an energy, why not love it? Everything's made out of energy. Okay?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll work on that. Thanks, Marie.
You're welcome. And have a beautiful day in Portland.
Thank you. You have a good one, Seattle.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks very much for calling in. 877-825-8828 is the number for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We're going to take our last break of the hour, and we'll be right back with more from Marie.
Hello, this is Marie Manuchehri, and I'm thrilled to announce some of my classes that will be emerging in 2019. On March 23rd and 24th, I will be teaching Divine Energy Medicine in Vancouver, Washington. This is the second time I will be teaching this course. It's all about vibration. In my healing practice, one of the things that I focus on is the energy, obviously, of the individual that I'm working on and their frequency. And my job is to get their vibration to rise at a very high molecular level so that they can attract in what's healthy and good for their body or the future things that they want to create in their life. As I do that process, as I align their subatomic particles, I'm also aligning my vibration as well. In fact, my goal is to get their vibration at least as high as my subatomic particles are. So this class is designed to talk about energy medicine on a very deep level, including the chakras and anatomy and all the beautiful things that occur in the physical form, but also how to maintain and create a vibrational frequency that allows for healing to occur much faster and on many, many levels. I look forward to seeing you in March. I hope you can join me. For more information, go to energyintuitive.com.
Even though there's an empty seat, our son will always have a place at our table.
Even though the holidays will never be the same, my sister will always have a place in our family.
Even though life goes on, my mom will always have a place in my heart.
For victims of drunk and drug driving, our grief is unique. But you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call our 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
The Marie Manuchehri Show is streamed live over the internet. So if you have friends or family members living outside of the Seattle area, wanting answers to life's questions, encourage them to listen to the show and to call into the show to talk with Marie. If you are interested in receiving guidance on an issue in your life, call Marie locally at 425-373-5527 or toll free at 1-877-825-8828 for her insight into your situation.
Hi, this is Marie Manuchehri. Join me January 25th and 26th in 2019 at East West Bookshop. Friday night during the 90-minute workshop, I'll be talking about the energy of, money, so that we can all learn that everything is made out of subatomic particles, including your relationship with money. And once you begin to solidify, enjoy, and participate in the vibrational frequency of currency, you will then create a bond that is fulfilling and delicious for you. And then on Saturday, join me as we spend an entire day on creating wealth, the art of creating wealth, where you learn to fall in love with the whole aspect of this relational experience with wealth and your wonderful life. I can't wait for you to join me and learn about love and money and wealth. For more information, you can go to energyintuitive.com or eastwestbookshop.com.
Bringing good vibes to the Puget Sound and the world. Alternative Talk 1150.
Delight.
Feeling the vibe.
Yeah, you were absolutely delighted. He
Feeling
just
all right.
was able to recite that entire passage.
This is the only part that I know, though.
Oh, yeah.
It's
We're like
the male version of the the female version. Is
yeah, we're all dancing here in the studio. Even Lisa's rocking it.
I
in
almost
the
got
soundproof.
on a little video there, but I was
Really?
like, nope, she'd have to delete that video. I saw her grab her phone, like, oh, Benny's going on YouTube.
This is really cute. Yeah, it was super fun. Thank you again, Benny. You always play the best music. Makes me so happy. Who do we have on the phone lines now?
Yeah, not a problem. We'll take Debbie now calling in from Seattle. Debbie, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you so much for taking my call. This is my first time calling in.
Oh, thank you,
and
Debbie,
I've been
so
grateful
much.
to listen to the other callers and the feedback from Marie, especially the term fall in love with ... My question is about housing, and am I in the wrong region?
Are you in the wrong region of the world, you mean?
Of the country.
Yeah, right. Of the country. Okay, we'll just take it down to North America. Okay, that sounds good. Well, first of all, I mean, maybe, but you've got to change your energy. It's not going to matter if you move across the country until you change your energy. You're going to find something to be dissatisfied about, and you're not going to be fulfilled. So you've got to get happy. You know, and what I love is like, why is it so hard for humans to be happy? I mean, literally, the world is phenomenal and magnificent. And so what is something that's a favorite of yours? If you could just come up with something that gets you excited, what is it?
There we go. You
Yeah,
know, I
long
feel
pause.
incredibly blocked.
Yeah. And so you're not blocked. I don't want you to feel that you're blocked. You've just somehow got into a pattern of staying in the vibration of right? And you haven't allowed yourself to get out of it. So here's your homework assignment. Anyone can do this who's listening. Tend to be more of an optimistic person anyway, but I did this exercise many years ago, and it helped me to realize that I love the smell of coffee. I didn't even know I like the smell of coffee. So where everybody knows who listens to the show, I go to a coffee shop almost every day, sometimes twice a day. Spend $4 on a cup of tea when I have more tea than the average person in my home. Lisa's very sweet. She even organizes the
We might have
the
to
tea
see
drawer.
someone. We might
Yeah,
have to
we
have
got a
an
lot of
intervention
tea on
about
the
this intervention session.
It's true. I might need an intervention. But I go to the coffee shop because the smell of coffee makes me happy. So this weekend, let's say it's Thursday. I can't believe it's Thursday, by the way. Right? It's like this whole week has flown by. I want you to make a list of 10 things that bring you joy. And yes, you don't know what they are, so go out and explore. Go for a walk. Maybe you love the sound of ice crinkling underneath your shoe as you're walking on a path in Seattle because it's icy outside right now. Maybe there's a color that actually excites you. And the way you're going to know this is you're going to have a response. And it may not be a big response because you have lowered your vibration into a frequency that makes it hard for you to actually have that, oh my gosh, I love the smell of coffee kind of awareness. But something will be brought to your attention, and I want you to write it down on your piece of paper, and then I want you to include that in your life every single day. Every single time a person shifts their vibration or begins to increase their frequency of their subatomic particles, because your whole body is just full of electrons and protons, makes up all of your organs in your body and all the physiology that's occurring in your body that's making the Krebs cycle work and your insulin, delivered to your blood and million, gazillion other things that are happening in your beautiful body. That's all derived by energy, by subatomic particles. So make a little note and then add that to your life, and then you'll start to expand your aura and your frequency, and which will make your body healthier and happier too. And just keep doing that over and over and over and over and over and over again for the rest of your life.
Simple and applicable.
Pardon?
Simple and applicable.
Right, absolutely. But you're going to have to do it, and you know what? You're going to have resistance because you have resistance to joy. You're hard on yourself. You somehow are blaming yourself for something that may not even either did happen in this lifetime or happen in other lifetimes, but whatever the reason is, the universe doesn't blame anyone. The universe doesn't judge anyone. Creation doesn't feel negative about any person or any situation. So maybe your what if question is, what if I'm falling in love with me? Just get curious about it.
Okay.
What if I'm beginning to feel joyful? And you can even say happy if joyful feels like too strong of a word. What if I'm starting to smile a little bit every day? Make it simple.
Okay.
Okay?
I will.
And heaven forbid, don't try to smile.
Happy holidays.
Oh,
Right.
Thank you so much. Happy holidays for you as well.
Right.
Yeah. And
heaven forbid, don't even try to smile.
Actually,
I'm serious. Don't you dare. See, I bet she's doing it right now.
Yeah, she's probably smiling from that, right?
See?
Actually,
How do you
Benny,
not?
you pointed out something really, really important. There's
did?
actually an old Tibetan meditation where all you do is smile. So you close your eyes, you sit someplace comfortably. I've done this many times in workshops. And you just smile. You put a smile on your face, and it literally detoxifies the liver. It increases the vibration of all of your organs, which is a detoxification, natural detoxing. And people feel really good. They do that for like 10 minutes, and they feel like they won the lottery. It's just like, wow. Without all the hassle of getting lawyers and trying to beat off your family who want to have some of the money you won.
It's contagious.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That's what we like to see.
Yeah, I love it. And we wish Debbie a very, very happy holiday and great joy in her life.
Let's travel. Let's just stay here.
Okay.
Katie from Seattle is joining us. Katie, welcome to the show. What's going on, darling?
Hey, good morning. Thanks for taking my call.
Of course. Is this your first time calling into the show?
It sure is.
Great. Wonderful. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm rather complicated, but what I decided to ask today, a couple years ago, I lost a significant amount of my hearing, and I was really never able to identify why. And still today, it fluctuates daily, and I just don't even know really how to help myself.
Well, could you stop worrying about it first and foremost? Number one, because you are a very precise person. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And what you don't know yet, perhaps, is that an individual who has a very strong mind, which you do, what you focus on is only going to increase. So you're focusing on your hearing loss, and it becomes complicated and difficult and challenging for you. I want you to stop thinking about it first and foremost. You've been analyzing and processing this till the cows come home and the donkeys come home and the giraffes come. You know what I mean? Like, it's so long. You wake up thinking about it. You go to sleep thinking about it, and you've got to stop. If you had a less complicated mind, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But because your mind is so strong, which is good, it's a compliment actually, where you put your thoughts matters to you, affects you probably at least 20 times more than it does the average person. So you literally have to focus on something else besides your hearing, or only focus on positive things about hearing, like, wow, at least I can still hear. So I'll give you an example. I'm in my almost late 50s. Well, I'm 57 years of age. My body has changed a little bit, in some ways for the better. Actually, I look in the mirror and go, oh, that looks really good. But in some ways, things have changed. Things have moved a little bit more south, let's say.
That's not exactly where I want that to go.
Yeah. But what I do instead of focusing on that, right? Because I could. I remember when I worked in the hospital, and I remembered how some people didn't have body parts anymore. They were missing their breasts, or they were missing an arm or a leg, or their hair at the very least. And that's when I go, oh, but I have beautiful breasts, or I have hair on my head, or focus on what you do have, and focus on how fortunate you are to hear, instead of the decimals that you've lost. You know what I mean?
I do. Okay.
Yeah. And then the rest of the time, don't think about it. Because that is actually going to increase your hearing.
Okay.
All right. Good. Thank you so much.
Excellent.
Good job.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a beautiful day.
Yeah, thanks, Katie, for joining us. 877-825-8828 is the number for the show, and we'll take Jenna calling in from California. Hi, Jenna. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi,
are you?
Jenna. How are you? We're good.
Same
thank you. What can I do for you?
So
And you've
oh,
called them
sorry.
before, haven't you?
I have.
Yeah.
And it was very helpful. You told me to write, and I did that. You told me to like love myself more, and I did that. And everything's been going pretty well.
Yay.
And I ended a 4-year relationship.
Oh.
And now I don't have anywhere to live.
You cleaned house up until there. You cleaned house right up until that point.
Yeah. Okay.
I was supposed to have someone move in on Saturday.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
then she backed out. So now I either need to find a roommate or pay $6,000. And none of that's working out. And I'm like,
I know you live in
freaking out, and
California. I forgot. Yeah, but we're getting close. Our rent is so high. We have so many homeless
Astronomical.
people now. In Seattle, which I saw. I went on a little tour yesterday. I took the wrong turn because even though I've lived here my whole life, I still get lost in Seattle.
Sometimes
because,
you have to take wrong turns.
Right, this is true.
Yeah,
and
sure.
so I was up in the Cherry
Metaphorical.
Hill
There's
kind
a-
of
a
area, driving around, and saw a lot of tents. And
those tents.
wanted
Right.
to get some space heaters and yeah. Okay.
We know.
Yeah, we know. Okay, well, first of all, I literally think you can get a roommate. I do. You know,
Okay.
you are delightful. People love your energy. You're fun. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So don't think about the $6,000. You know, let's just not go there right now. I mean, luckily you could make that work. So let's not talk about it right now. Let's oh my gosh, I want you to just start saying to yourself, first thing you wake up in the morning, your energy is going to be elevated because you're good at manifesting. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm. I
Okay.
agree.
So I want you to say to yourself, oh gosh, I just love my new roommate, he or she, whatever gender you're hoping for, or if you don't care, whatever. You know, she's amazing. She's so fun. I love that she cooks for me every day, or whatever it is that you want from this roommate. And man, he always puts down the toilet seat or whatever the deal is. You know, I want you to just start moving because you have that ability to start using your manifesting tools in that way, right? Not everybody can do that on every subject because they have to work on being positive first. They have to get their energy up, but you already know how to do this. So, and I love how they just easily wrote me a check and it cleared my bank and, you know, just go for the whole thing. And then when you're done, go and have a lovely day. Don't think about it. Don't worry about it. And then you come home or maybe at lunchtime, you do it again. And then next thing you know, you're going to have a great roommate.
Okay.
All right. And keep me posted, but it's going to happen.
Okay.
I feel very good about it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a beautiful day.
Yeah, thanks, Jenna, for calling in. I think we have time for one
One
more. We'll
more?
squeeze
Okay.
in Maggie from Federal Way because
Okay.
there's a love question coming up here from
Oh,
Maggie.
really?
Hello,
Okay.
Maggie.
Hi, Maggie. What can I do for
Hi
you?
there. How's it going, you guys?
We're good.
We're good. Have you called them before?
I have.
Okay, good. Was it helpful?
Definitely.
All right. Love
You're
it.
spot on. For
Excellent.
Sure.
So what can I do for you?
So
And you have to be
I'm
quick because we
curious-
have 4 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, no,
It's
you're
okay.
fine.
I recently reconnected with someone that I met a couple years ago,
Okay.
but I was in a relationship at the time.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm just curious if this person is going to be my person.
Okay, so these are the questions. Are you laughing your head off? Are you having fun? Do you feel your energy fulfilled when you talk to this person, meet them?
Do they make you go?
Yeah, that too.
That's a yes.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to
And
hear.
of
All of
course,
the above.
okay.
Yeah.
So why
Make
are
it
you
happen.
asking me this question?
Yeah, why are you wasting our time on the air?
Yeah, really.
No, we're just kidding.
I know, it's silly. Well, I have to say I love the joy factor that you've been explaining because this person has taught me that I love to write. Like I wrote my first poem last night in like 30 years.
Sounds so
I know.
romantic. I want to sit down
I
and write
know,
poetry
right?
in front of a fire,
lovely.
semi-dressed. That sounds like fun. Sounds
Well,
lovely.
it's kind of fun, even though this person is from here. They're actually working in another state, and that's one
And
of
so
the
that's
things
your
we enjoy
question.
to do together.
Right.
Is reading to each other. So
Okay.
it's super awesome.
So here's the deal. This is the only deal, and is that you just have to make sure your values are the same. That you're both looking for the same thing. You both want the same thing. That's the only thing. Because you know you are someone who you're not someone who can share your love. You know what I mean? At the same, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't be with a bunch of
Right.
people at one time. So you just have to make sure that your values are the same, which I believe they are. And don't worry about the distance. That really doesn't matter. Just ask two of my children who met people in different parts of the country or the world, and they're now married to them.
They were the most amazing weddings
Yeah,
ever.
they were lovely. So have fun. I think you're on the right track. Enjoy yourself, and thank you for calling in, everybody. We wish everyone joyful blessings and lots of fun and all the holidays that are happening, and happy Hanukkah, which I think just occurred as well.
Festivus for the rest of us.
Yeah, and you know what? It's a new moon today in Sagittarius. It's fabulous and
All right.
expansive energy. So get your intentions out there. Have a beautiful day singing to the new moon that you can't really see. And we wish everyone joyful blessings. Bye-bye for now.
The views expressed on this program are those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of KKNW, its management, or other